day.
Yo. Jess Hilarious.
Good morning.
Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the planet. Guess what day it is? Hump day. How y'all feeling out there? I feel blessed, black, and highly favored. Happy to be here. Another day to serve our beautiful listeners. Good morning.
Good morning. How you feeling, Jess?
Feel good. Today is my daughter's birthday.
Hey.
Happy birthday to Marley Scott. Can y'all believe she's one already?
Yes,
that
we
was
can.
fast.
Well, yeah, it seems fast to me too.
Wow.
I swear. Yep.
Time ain't waiting for nobody.
I know, right? And then, all right, so she was born 2:47 a.m. last year on, August 20th. Why did she wake up at like 1:45 and she stayed woke until 3 o'clock? That's crazy. So she woke up like technically on her birthday.
She went to turn up.
Yes, yo, woke up, but only she was crying because she is teething, but still, like, she woke up.
What else she was thinking about? I wonder do kids remember that? Like at that age, do they remember being in the womb a year ago? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
I don't know, because kids got special abilities, yo. We don't be knowing. For real.
I believe
you never see kids look up in the corner and be playing, and you look up there, ain't nothing up there?
I thought that was boredom.
Hey, yo, no, not as babies. Like
only child. Oh, you mean as a baby? Yeah,
babies do that.
Yeah, all the time.
Oh my God, it's scary, but they got special abilities, yo.
Well, happy birthday to Marla. I know you're super
you.
duper excited for her birthday party this weekend.
Absolutely. Listen, I did this myself. Me and my party planner, my event planner.
Myself.
Well, yeah,
with my party planner.
That's TK. That is my girl. They can be my Nigerian sister. She does all my events. What?
I said, Paul Chris don't get credit for nothing. I know he put up a couple of pinatas for the birthday.
First of all, no, because she's too young to hit a pinata clown.
Wow, I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't do that. Not yet. And then, Mexicans, that's not really their specialty parties. They don't do that.
No.
They like to party, but it's not their specialty birthday parties. Mm-mm.
All right, well, let's get the show cracking.
Y'all some clowns.
I don't know. I can't. I'm not arguing with you about something I don't know.
We have CNN's chief legal analyst and anchor of Laura Coates Live. Laura Coates will be joining us this morning.
Yes, Laura Coates, man. She's a former prosecutor.
Yes.
Turned to CNN anchor, moderator.
Yeah, she's an anchor, yeah.
But,
analyst.
I enjoy watching Laura Coates live. I enjoy her perspective on things. So it's going to be good to have Laura Coates up here this morning.
That's right. Let's get the show cracking. We got front page news, so don't go anywhere. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Let's get in some front page news. Start off with some quick sports. John Wall, NBA player, he retires after 11 seasons. He played most of his career with the Washington Wizards. Yeah, he was a first pick in the 2010 draft out of Kentucky, 5-time All-Star. He averaged 18.7 points, 8.9 assists, and he will be joining Prime Video's NBA coverage. So, congratulations to John Wall, man. Salute to John Wall, man.
He ain't played in a couple of years, though, right?
Nah, I think he was injured one year, and
that's when he was doing the Dougie all the time, right? The dance. John Wall, yeah. He always did the dance. Okay.
All right, what's up, Morgan?
Hey, y'all. Hey, how we feeling on a hump day Wednesday?
Blessed, black, and highly
What's up,
favored.
girl?
All right, I love to hear it. So the White House is once again touting hundreds of arrests made during President Trump's crime crackdown in Washington, D.C. Now, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt highlighted what's been done so far. She says that 52 arrests were made on Monday night alone and alleged an MS-13 gang member with convictions for DWI and drug possession was also picked up. Let's take a listen to her comments.
President Trump's efforts to make D.C. safe again are working. There have been a total of 465 arrests since the start of this operation on Thursday, August 7th. Thanks to President Trump's leadership and the outstanding work of both federal and local law enforcement, dangerous gang members like the one picked up last night will not be allowed on the streets of our nation's capital.
So this comes as several Republican-led states have sent hundreds of National Guard troops to D.C. to assist. Now, D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser has expressed that it doesn't make sense, and she called for the Trump administration to clarify whether the surge in federal troops posted in the nation's capital is meant to reduce crime or increase immigration enforcement. So again, I will keep you guys posted on what's going on with that. Now, speaking of violence, here's an update on the Brooklyn nightclub shooting that took place over the weekend. Authorities are now saying 2 of the 3 people killed in Sunday's nightclub gang-related mass shooting in Crown Heights, Brooklyn, were shooters themselves. Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch, this is NYPD Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch, says 19-year-old Marvin St. Louis and 35-year-old Jamel Childs approached each other before bullets started flying and both were killed. Let's take a listen to her comments. NYPD Commissioner Jessica Tisch.
So to be clear, 2 of the 3 deceased are the shooters involved in the incident. Mr. St. Louis approached Mr. Childs and opened fire. Mr. Childs returned fire and 2 other gunmen immediately joined. We believe that there were 4 shooters in total.
So 27-year-old Amadou Diallo was also killed. He was an innocent bystander in that incident. Now, police are still looking for 2 other shooters in that incident. Meanwhile, the number of people shot at the Taste of the City lounge has risen to 14 after 2 more people checked into the hospital with bullet wounds following that incident again. And like I said, Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch says that detectives are still looking for 2 of the 4 shooters. And a quick weather update on Hurricane Erin. Millions of U.S. residents will still feel the impact of the outer bands of Hurricane Erin, even though the actual storm will not make landfall, or at least it's not projected to at this moment. The center of Erin is forecast to move between the U.S. East Coast and Bermuda today and tomorrow, with high surf and rip currents expected from Massachusetts to the Carolinas. In fact, I've been seeing a lot of beaches along the coast up here in here in Maryland and Ocean City. They've shut down the beach. I believe they've done the same along the coast in New York and Jersey. Some residents in the Mid-Atlantic have already evacuated, including along parts of North Carolina's Outer Banks, which is currently under a coastal flooding threat. And of course, as I mentioned, New York and New Jersey officials are also warning people to stay out of the water because of dangerous, deadly rip currents. Yep. And the Trump administration is confirming it will conduct a review of the Smithsonian museums. President Trump posted on Truth Social that the Smithsonian is, quote, out of control. He said there's nothing about brightness and too much about how horrible our country is and how bad slavery was. Trump said he'll have the museums reviewed under the same process done with colleges and universities. He added this country cannot be woke because woke is broke. So,
once again, I said this yesterday, Donald Trump has successfully stopped people from talking about the Epstein files or the economy. Between what he's doing in D.C. and his attack on museums, right? He's successfully gotten people to stop talking about the Epstein files and the economy. And it's interesting. At first, he tried to do it through going at black, notable figures, like releasing the MLK files, saying he wanted to lock Obama up, going at Beyonce, going at Oprah. None of that worked.
Low IQ.
He what?
Talk about you, low IQ.
Low IQ.
Whatever. He's right. None of that worked, right? But he said, you know what? Forget the notable figures. Let's actually go after their neighborhoods, D.C., and their history, the attack on museums, and it'll change the conversation. And guess what? It's worked.
Yeah, it's been about.
It's absolutely worked.
Yeah.
People not talking about the Epstein file. They're not talking about the economy no more. They're talking about what he said about the Smithsonian and other museums, and they're talking about what's going on in D.C. Rightfully so. But the Epstein files and the economy conversation
vanished.
Gone out the window.
For sure, it still needs to be happening, right?
Yes, because that's the thing that bothered him, and that's the thing that bothered his base. Yeah. Why would you stop talking about that?
All right, y'all, that's your front page news for 6 a.m. Stick around. At 7, we will talk about what's going on in Texas. It appears that there's a Democratic lawmaker who is being illegally confined, or she's claiming that she's being illegally confined to the Texas Capitol House. So
claiming? No, it's actually happening.
But we'll get to that next hour. Everybody else, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open again. 800-585-1051. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. This is your time to get it off your chest.
Keep calling.
800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
It's KP from Nashville.
Hey, what's up, KP? Get it off your chest, brother.
Hey, I call up here and play all the time. Charlamagne told me don't call them midgets, call them little people. But I'm just calling up here to give my mom a special shout out, man.
Oh, KP, you were the one that was doing you remember KP was the one that was doing the midget fighting, the little man fighting.
I thought you was saying your mom was a midget.
Yeah, no, my.
Me too. I low-key thought the same thing.
No, my mom ain't no midget. We still is doing the little people fights and stuff, but no, she told me call up here and give her a shout out since I be calling up here and playing all the time. So that's
what's up.
Period. Yes. Right. Happy birthday, mom. Oh no, it's just a shout out. It ain't her birthday.
No, it's just a shout out. We done been through a lot, the last few years. She lost my auntie, and Lost my granny the year after that and stuff. So, she's still out here being strong for it.
Definitely.
So that's what's up. Just want to give her a special shout out. My mom's name is Toya Majors, and I'm just letting her know that we love her.
Where you from?
Mansfield.
Oh, okay. Mansfield what?
Ohio.
Oh, okay.
No, he don't be listening.
No, I thought I knew a Toya Major. That's why I asked.
Oh my God.
Well,
Okay. Hey, she known around Mansfield, so.
Nah, I never used to play in Mansfield.
Got some work.
You say your mom got that work?
What? Oh,
You're a clown.
What'd you say?
Got that.
He did say that.
And no, we did
I
not.
Charlamagne, I'm calling up here to give Mama a shout out.
Yo.
Shout out to Mama, man.
Yes,
it is
God
crazy
bless
though, because
her.
there is somebody riding around listening like, man, I used to air Toya out back in the
Hey,
Jesus
yo.
Christ.
He said that she known around Mayersville or Lansville.
Somebody hit you here. That's what you got to think about. It's
Crazy.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up? What's your name, brother?
This is Rob out of Brooklyn.
Rob out of Brooklyn. What's up, Rob?
What's up, Rob?
Nah, I just want to say why I'm mad. I'm mad at Jess, really.
Why would I do? What happened, Rob?
She smoked up all the weed.
Shut up.
Jess, last week, Salsa con Fuego. I came to your show and you curved me on the pic. Broke my heart, Jess.
I'm married.
She
What
didn't
do
take
you
no
mean?
pictures.
I didn't say.
Only the picture.
I thought he said you. I don't know. I thought it was some New York slang.
Oh.
I curved you because if I would have took a picture with you, I would have had to take a picture with everybody, and I wasn't doing meet and greet at Salsa con Fuego. I told y'all that.
She had to be to work in the morning.
Yeah.
That was my chance.
I'm sorry, but didn't I say I love you though? Because you was the one standing by the phone with you.
Yeah. That was me.
That was the first night. That was on Tuesday. I told you I was like, I'm sorry, I
So
can't
you
take no
lied to
pictures,
him?
but I love you. What?
About loving him.
I love all my fans. Don't play with me.
You don't even know him.
It don't matter.
Yeah, I enjoy you out there. You heard?
They are the reasons why I'm here. So thank you.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Ray.
Yo, Charlamagne, Envy, what up? Are we live?
This is your time to get it off your chest.
I got an indoor pool, an outdoor pool.
We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
We can get on the phone right now. He'll tell you what it is.
We live.
Hello, who's this?
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you? What's your name?
This is Nicole,
Hey,
calling
Nicole.
from St. Louis metro area.
Peace.
Hey,
Everybody in
Nicole.
St. Louis.
Get it off your chest, Nicole.
Yes. Well, I was calling because today is Jess's daughter's birthday, first birthday.
Yes.
And I
Yes.
just wanted to tell her happy birthday. And Jess, I wanted to give you some well wishes. And, being my son is only 6, trust me, those times go fast, and I know you have another son, but I just wanted to give you some well wishes today, and I hope that that puts a smile on your face.
Yes, girl, I'm cheesing ear to ear. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
You're welcome, and can I please send you Every Other Christmas by Katie Odie? There are some cute similarities in that book that reminds me of you and your daughter.
Oh, you said what's the name of it?
It's called Every Other Christmas.
Every Other Christmas. Okay,
Yes.
thank
Can
you.
I send it to you, please?
She wants to send it to you.
Can I send it to you?
Absolutely. I was just about to get it. Yes, thank you. That would be great.
I'm just
Oh.
lying to everybody.
That's
Hold
a
on.
boy.
We'll get your address. Hold on, okay? So we can give you our
Okay,
address.
thank
You
you.
was just about to get it.
Thank you. I love you.
And then the funny part, Jess even fake typed on the computer. I heard
But
it.
she was-
1, 2, 3. All them letters and every other Christmas. All I heard was,
No, relax. Until she said she already sent it, I was about to. Hello, how you doing? Good morning.
Eddie, what's up, man? Get it off your
Good
chest.
morning, y'all. Good morning, Jess. Good morning, Uncle Charlotte. Good morning, DJ Envy.
Good morning, brother.
hold on.
I want to say happy birthday.
Oh, can I just say
I want to say
that?
happy birthday to...
Today's Eddie's birthday, too. Today's this guy's birthday, too. On the
Oh,
road.
happy
Damn, I thought
born
you
day.
was going to say birthday to my daughter. Happy birthday, Eddie.
No, I was laughing at the book every other
Yeah,
Christmas
well,
because it's
your-
about a
your daughter's happy
biracial
birthday,
Latino
too.
daughter.
Hell no. Okay, man.
Eddie, you're taking your steam, Eddie. Eddie, hold on, Eddie.
I'm sorry.
Hold on, no, let Eddie talk.
Sorry, Eddie. I'm sorry. All right. Happy birthday, Eddie. Now, you was calling to say something to me. What you say?
I was saying happy birthday to your daughter, and happy birthday to all the other Leos and whatnot.
That's right. Thank you, Eddie.
Of course. For my birthday, if y'all could just follow me on Instagram, and I actually got in to call in about 2 weeks ago, and I used some of the sound bites to actually make a track. Y'all told me that my name sounded like it was My Car Is Gay.
Oh, yes.
yeah,
Y'all remember
yeah,
that?
yeah.
Yeah. What's your last name?
Yeah, so
Rear.
my DJ name is Hokage.
Oh, okay. My whole
Yeah,
call
my whole
gang.
call gang.
Yeah, we remember that.
All right, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
said,
So I
"Yes,
actually
sir."
turned that into a track, and it came out today. If y'all could like follow me on Instagram, it's spelled HOKAGE_dubstep.
I'm telling you right now, if it's whack, I'm getting it struck down because you didn't ask for permission to use any of our voices.
So I hope it's
That
not
is
whack.
so messed up. Even on his birthday.
Yes.
I mean, if you like dubstep, then I mean you like it. If not, then hey, I'll try better.
What is dubstep? I don't know what that is. What is that?
It's a dance.
Rave music,
Oh, like boom, 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 boom,
Yeah,
boom, 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 boom.
more aggressive and cooler than that now.
Okay.
More aggressive and cooler. Thank you. Thank you,
All right, I'm gonna
Eddie.
check it out.
Now back to what this book said. What did this book say?
Every other Christmas, after his parents divorced, a young biracial child spends every other Christmas celebrating the differing traditions between the African American and Colombian sides of his family.
Y'all are really
Every other Christmas. So
idiots.
one Christmas is your black side. The other
are-
Christmas is
It's
Mexican
just
side.
your Latino side, yeah. So that's what she said. That's why she said Marley and this
Y'all
young
are-
person have similarities. I'm serious. I'm looking at the book right now.
That is very well. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. During the holiday season, he spends with his dad's family in Colombia, and during the other Christmas, he's with his black family.
Well, they're together, ma'am. So it's not gonna be,
Right.
It's not every other Christmas. It's every Christmas they're
It's
together.
our house every time. She's
What do
not
y'all
going
do
over
though?
there.
Is it like half and half?
No, we do Christmas.
So it's like, is it platanos and collard greens,
No, it's
empanadas
not.
and
It's
beef
all
patties? What?
no. It's all our culture, my culture. You're forgetting he's only half Mexican. His mother is the one that's full blown, but
You say that.
his father's black.
Last time I saw Chris, he was like, "Where the tacos?"
But he didn't have an accent though. Yeah, I don't know why he would ask Charlamagne that. When we went to the Gen X at MetLife, yo, he was like, "Hey, yo, where the tacos at, yo?" Like, yo, I'm like, "Why? Don't do that. I told you that."
And he was like, "Yo, you got a hammer?" I was like, "Why?"
He never asked you for no damn hammer.
I'm like, "Why you need a hammer?"
Oh my
No, he
goodness.
didn't.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. Now we got the latest with Lauren coming up. What are we talking about?
Yes, we're going to talk about Tamar Braxton. She just let us know that she almost died Sunday. She said
Damn.
she
No,
woke
that-
up in a pool of blood.
That is my sister.
Yeah, we're going to talk about it. She's okay now, but we're going to get into what happened.
All right, we'll get into that next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Is that Golden Corral?
Yes, it is.
it
Golden Corral
is.
came up.
Yes.
Golden Corral.
We about to be
They
sleepy.
coming up here.
They
Right
know
on the
y'all.
black side.
They know y'all young big backs in the making. You know.
Who?
I am.
Who?
She
Every,
said, I am.
every young lady up here.
Let's get to the latest with Lauren, man. This guy's crazy.
Lauren becoming straight fast.
She gets them from somebody that knows somebody.
She gets the details.
I'm the homegirl that knows a little bit about everything.
She be having the latest on you.
The latest with Loren LoRosa.
Sometimes she have facts, sometimes she have details, sometimes she have a little bit of everything.
Well, it's the latest.
On The Breakfast Club.
LL Cool Bay.
Oh, you supporting black women this morning. Good morning.
You
set yourself up.
There
You set
you
yourself
go.
up.
So
Being
Tamar-
ridiculous.
She was setting yourself
Tamar
up.
Braxton says that she almost died after being found in a pool of blood with several injuries. So she posted this to her Instagram story yesterday. She says, "I struggle to write this, but everyone keeps calling me, and honestly, I can't even really talk anymore. I'm so weak. I almost died Sunday. I was found in a pool of blood from my friend with a face injury. As the days go by, the worse it is. I fractured my nose, lost some teeth, and my mobility. The way I look at life right now is totally different. As my health is on the mend, my mental journey begins. Pray for me for real. I don't even know what happened."
You got to tell us a little bit more than that,
Jesus.
Tamar.
Yeah.
We all at the age when we hear stories like that. I need to know exactly what happened to see if we can avoid it. You need to tell us what
But
happened.
was she in her bed when they found her? I mean, I was like, how did you get injured in your
Literally,
bed?
she doesn't say. And the only thing she's posted before
Her
this
bed.
and after this,
Her bed. They said he
bed.
found her, and it made it
She
seem like he
just-
found her in bed.
She
like
just
found her
says,
crib.
"I was found in a pool of blood from my friend with a face injury." That's
Yeah,
all
ain't
she
nobody no
says.
bed.
I thought it was. I thought it was.
Yeah, and there's no more. Like, she didn't
Wow.
say anything else.
Was she on an edible?
I don't know.
know. That's
I have
crazy.
no idea.
So
But
this happened over the weekend, but she just posted it yesterday.
yeah, and maybe it's because she people. She said people were calling her, so maybe people were reaching out to her, but she's not like responsive or as responsive as she normally is. So she letting people know.
So that's why
here's
she just
yeah.
killed two birds with one stone.
I'm
put it
glad
on
she's
Instagram,
okay.
so,
I'm
yeah.
glad she's
definitely
alive.
glad she's okay,
Okay,
but
too.
stories like that just lead to a lot of unnecessary speculation.
Yeah.
So, I feel like you should release that type of information when you actually have something to tell people.
Like more details.
Yeah.
About
Yeah.
it. Like what happened. She probably say, look, if I don't know how, I'm going to tell y'all.
Because earlier, when we were just in the room talking about it, one of our producers was like, her friend did it to her. I'm like, where you get that from?
How?
Jeff was there.
Because people were just like taking it and making their own stories.
Yeah,
out of it.
I'm like, what? I'm like, that's not what happened.
Yeah, that one sentence where she said, I was found in a pool of blood and a face injury by my friend. So she just took the by my friend and was just like, oh, her friend beat her up because she said she woke up with scratches. Like,
She says I was
not by no scratch.
She says from my friend, but I think she means by my friend.
Yeah, like she was found by her friend.
Yes, that's what Yes. I mean, look, when Tamar's ready to talk about it, she will. She knows because she talks to us about things too. She welcome to whatever she wants to do, whatever she wants to do. But yes, people are trying to figure out or just wondering, what happened. And of course, happy that she is okay.
Yeah, that sounds like a murder scene.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sending her healing energy.
Yes.
How old is Tamar?
Tamar Braxton. Is she the youngest?
Let me guess. She like 41.
She's 48.
48. Damn. Okay.
Yes, Tamar Braxton is 48.
So we all around the same age. So it's just like, you do get to that age sometimes where you just be randomly falling. Like, how did I get here?
Randomly falling.
At 48?
And end up and fall on what?
Y'all gonna see.
A knife?
Y'all gonna see.
I don't mean to laugh at you, but
I don't want to say I don't randomly fall, but then today I randomly bust my ass. So I'm just gonna shut my ass up.
Charlamagne, have you?
I was actually no. You know what's so funny? I was actually laughing at one of my homegirls because we was on vacation. She just randomly fell in the pool, and it was one of them things where like you could see her falling, and as she was falling, I could see her thinking, "Damn, I'm falling." Oh my god!
I hope she could because he just watched her.
Oh, we just watched it and laughed. I mean, it was hysterical.
Jesus.
I mean, hysterical.
I don't even know how you still got friends.
What else you got?
So we're gonna be out of time a bit, but so Monique sat down with T.S. Madison. T.S. Madison has a podcast, and they talked about a bunch of different things. First of all, did you guys know that T.S. Madison was the person who put Lee Daniels and Monique back together? Remember they had the whole reunion?
I didn't know.
I did not know that either. But yes, T.S. Madison was the person who made that phone call, and that's why we got to see
Madison.
Right, got
putting
to see
the man and woman together.
Lee Daniels and Monique. But
That's our specialty.
All right, so then they also talked about Tyler Perry because Monique had some things that she wanted to say on Tyler Perry after the conversation kind of geared that way. Let's take a listen.
One of the biggest entertainers in the world is Tyler Perry, and Tyler Perry told a lie on me, and that lie cost me 12 years of my career. And I know that you work for that man, but as I told you before, and I'm gonna say it again, until he fixes it, I will not stop, because that's how the monster is created. We're too afraid, we're too scared, we're too fearful that you're going to take something from me. So I'm just not going to say anything. I'm saying, Tyler Perry, you will not do this to another as long as I can help it, because you told a lie. Either you'll fix it in life or you'll be dealt with in death. But I'm not going nowhere. Oprah, I'm not going anywhere until y'all take accountability and fix it.
What does fixing it look like to you?
You see what Lee Daniels did?
Mm-hmm.
That man walked out on that stage publicly. See, you publicly shamed me. So now you have to publicly fix it. Tyler Perry, you cost my family millions and millions and millions of dollars.
So you want a public apology and you want restitution?
Yes.
I don't know if Tyler Perry going to be working with T.S. Madison anymore.
Well,
that ain't T.S. fault, though.
I do have a question because I don't remember. It's been so long. What was the initial problem? I don't remember. Y'all remember?
Don't go back down
it's
there.
a lot.
What was it? Did he lie on her because he said he lied? I just don't remember.
I'll explain it to you off air. I think a lot of people know, but basically they got in a little rift behind. He had said that she didn't do some things behind him.
Now, don't tell Monique business the wrong way now.
Because I don't remember, because she keeps saying it like it's to the point now where nobody remembers. I don't know.
No, people remember.
Yes.
Oh.
Go ahead, tell him, Jess.
No, my sweet baby.
she loves you from Baltimore.
I just don't remember.
I wanted to mention, though, y'all mentioned T.S. Madison working with Tyler Perry. They actually had the conversation because T.S. Madison brought up how she called Monique because she didn't know Tyler Perry, but she's friends with Monique, and said, "Are you okay with me taking this audition?" Monique said, "Go handle your business. Nobody could play that role better than you." So she went and did it. So Monique wasn't being a hater. She spoke great about Tyler Perry giving her that job, but she's like, when it comes to me and my money, you got to make some things right.
And Tyler Perry is not petty like that. He's not going to be mad at T.S. Madison because T.S. Madison interviewed Monique.
Well, good.
And that would be silly if he did, because it's like you're not responsible for what somebody says on your platform. I refuse to accept that.
Well, people still get upset though all the time, but
don't
like
get
you said, we're not
get
responsible
upset
for
at T.S. Madison.
No, not at all.
Yeah, no. I don't think that's the issue either. But this is, I want in the next hour, because
I ain't gonna lie though, I'd have been paid Monique just because. Monique will weigh you down, boy. Monique been on their head for how long?
12 years.
That Baltimore sister gonna stay on that ass.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even remember. I just know she on their ass, but I can't remember anymore.
Yeah, because it happened so long ago.
It happened so long ago. I just don't remember.
Yeah.
I was going to say she also mentioned too. Remember, she had that recorded conversation with them,
Yes.
Tyler Perry, and
that's what she told Shannon
was
Sharp.
saying
She
that
got the voice message.
Tyler Perry was saying he was going to make things right and all the things. So she's waiting for that. That's it. But in wrapping this up, next hour, top of the next hour, we're going to have a conversation about Target because their CEO Brian Cornell just stepped down after 11 years, and this is all in the midst of the company facing sales dropping and backlash because of the retreat from DEI.
You still shop at Target?
I do. I have shopped at Target.
Yeah.
She said I do.
I can't keep up with everything we supposed to boycott. I'm sorry. My mom be reminding me. She'd be like, stop going to Targets.
Yes.
But
Stop going to Targets.
I mean,
she said
listen,
yes.
One day you'll support black women.
She absolutely does support me
Love how
along
you-
with the rest of the Breakfast Club listeners because y'all, Messy Vision is going in, shorty. Listen, I text you yesterday because I sold out of 2 of my collections. The
What
ones
are
I'm
these
wearing
ones?
today, these are called the OMG Purples.
Okay.
And you can get these for 20% off on the website by putting in a promo code WAKE, WAKE, because wake that ass up and buy these glasses.
Target will be calling you soon.
MessyVisionEyewear.com. No, ain't no Target gonna be calling me.
You're not going to Target?
Target.
Stop, Lauren.
And for people listening, the glasses are not super duper expensive. They're affordable, so you can go get your glasses. Absolutely,
Right. They're
yes,
already
go get your
affordable,
glasses.
and it's 20% off extra for the Breakfast Club listeners.
All right. Now, when we come back, we got front page news, so don't go anywhere. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. What's going on, Morgan?
All right, hey, y'all, hey. In case you missed it, in Texas, a Democratic lawmaker says she's being illegally confined after refusing to leave the Texas Capitol until the House reconvenes this morning. This comes after Democrats left Texas for 2 weeks to protest Republican redistricting plans. Lawmakers returned on Monday, but State Representative Nicole Collier of Fort Worth refused to sign off on a police escort required to leave the building. She originally said she'll stay in the building until the legislature reconvenes, but is now filing a petition asking a court to allow her to leave. Collier says she's facing illegal restraint by the government. This comes as Texas House Speaker Dustin Burrows ordered Democrat House members who had arrest warrants issued for them as they broke quorum to agree to specific conditions, including having DPS officers escort them to assure that they return to the House the next day. Now, Collier says she will not sign off on that escort, and she was not allowed to leave the chamber. Let's take a listen to her comments.
Why would I agree to this? Why do I have to continue to be subject to their control? And so I've had enough, just like the American people have had enough of the Trump takeover and the harmful policies that they've passed in Congress. This is just one little petty way of showing that they have the upper hand. But they didn't realize that I'm just as stubborn as they are, and I'm refusing to back down.
Yeah, so after being in the chamber for over 30 hours, former Vice President Kamala Harris called Representative Collier, and here's what she had to say in part.
You really are inspiring so many people, and I just want you to know that you are among those who history will reveal to have been heroes of this moment. So you just stay strong and do what you are doing. You have the right instinct, you are talented, and you are principled.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. I can't tell you how much this means to me and the community that I represent, that you care.
So unfortunately, protesters who gathered at the Texas Capitol building had to be evacuated following a shooting threat that took place yesterday evening. Now, Texas Department of Public Safety says the evacuation was triggered around 6:30 p.m. after someone on social media called on protesters to take action by shooting and killing those at the Capitol who won't let Democrats leave without a police escort. So,
how do you detain somebody without authority? Like, isn't that some type of form of kidnapping? Like, she didn't commit a crime. Like, how do you do that? How was that legal?
I'm not sure. The House Speaker and the governor, they've issued those orders to basically say that these Democrats need to be arrested when they come back. And, now that she's come back, she's decided, hey, you're not going to arrest me either. You're not going to take me into any kind of police custody. I should be able to leave and go home. And so in an additional protest, she's decided, hey, I'm just going to sit here in the State House. So
hold on now. Is she sitting? Maybe I'm confused about the story. I thought she wasn't there willingly. I thought that they were keeping her there.
It initially started as her just demanding that she's not going to leave because she didn't want to sign off on having that police escort. There was a police escort to basically say, hey, if you leave the Capitol, we want to make sure that you come back and you're not going to flee again. So you need to sign off on a permission slip to have a police escort. Now she's basically saying, I'm not signing that permission slip. And if y'all, and they're saying, well, if you leave, we're going to arrest you. And she's saying, well, that's fine. I just won't leave.
Yeah. See, I thought she was told she could not leave the Capitol without risking.
Well, now she's demanding because she feels like, hey, I've been here over 30 hours and then some. So now she's filed a petition for that, for sure. Yeah.
That's what her alleging illegal confinement would be. The fact that they're not allowing her
to leave. Yeah.
To leave. Yes. I thought that they told her you cannot leave the Capitol without risking arrest.
Yes, that is essentially what it is. You cannot leave the Capitol without signing this permission slip, or you will be arrested. And she's not left. So that's how I understand it to be what's taking place in that incident. So let's switch gears to Baltimore. Baltimore Mayor Brandon Scott is sharing a racist voicemail that he received back in July. Now the caller said he called Scott the N-word multiple times and dropped multiple expletives as well. Now Mayor Scott said he really thinks it's time for folks to hear the kind of hatred and vitriol that still exists in the world today. Let's take a listen to some of that call. And it is hard to listen to, and there is some expletives, so just keep that in mind.
Yeah, this message is for Brandon Scott, the wannabe thug-ass gangster who pretends to be the mayor of Baltimore City. How about you stop making Baltimore a place for worthless piece of worthless niggers like you who just shoot each other and sell drugs? How about you do your damn job?
Yeah, so Mayor Scott
that was a little too sassy.
Yeah.
I don't like my racism with all that sass. It's too sassy. You know what I mean?
How do you like your racism? Hold on. What do you mean?
I like it straight. Like, I'm going to kill you niggers when I see you. You know what I mean? Hardcore. Right? That was a little too sassy.
No chasing up. You just want to straight.
All y'all do is shoot each other and sell drugs. Okay.
So Mayor Scott responded to the call and went on to say that the messages mean that he's doing his job well and he's never going to be afraid of being a proud black man. Hey, Baltimore. So let's take a listen to Baltimore Mayor Brandon Scott's response to this racist caller.
There's a lot to unpack there, obviously. This isn't the first time I've been called. It won't be the last. In fact, if I go a week without being called the N-word in email, text message, direct message, voicemail, whatever, I feel like I'm not doing my job. Because when they do that, they actually are expounding upon what we're supposed to do. Making people who think like that idiot on the other line of that phone be uncomfortable, because now we're representing all people and pushing and not being afraid to be a proud black man, which I am never going to be afraid to be a proud black man. And yes, we're making Baltimore City better for black people, because this is the birthplace of redlining. I am investing into neighborhoods like the one that I grew up in that was disinvested in on purpose.
Salute to Mayor Brandon Scott. Dropping the food bombs from Mayor Brandon Scott. He's doing a fantastic job. Baltimore's violent crime rate is hitting an all-time low, and it's because he's actually taking those resources.
That's right.
He's getting resources, from the governor, Westmore, and putting those resources where they need to be, because he's somebody who's from the community, so he understands what the community actually needs.
Both of them are from the community.
Yep.
That's your front page news. I'm Morgan Wood. Follow me on socials at Morgan Media, and for more news coverage, make sure you're following at Black Information Network. Download the free iHeartRadio app and visit us at BINnews.com. Thank you.
All right.
Morgan.
Now, when we come back, CNN's chief legal analyst and anchor of the Laura Coates Live will be joining us. Laura Coates, so don't go anywhere. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ, NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Loren LoRosa is here as well. And we got a special guest in the building.
Yes, indeed.
We have Laura Coates. Welcome.
Hey. Thank you. Happy to be here, y'all.
Welcome.
What time do you wake up, Laura? The show go off at midnight, right?
I go to midnight. I go to bed probably by 2 a.m.
Okay.
Up by 6.
Wow.
Nice.
I have babies. I call them baby because that's why I have baby weight. So it's 11 and 12-year-olds.
Okay.
Therefore, I'm up with them, getting them ready, or trying to, or, piddling like an old person, trying to figure out how to start my day. But I can't sleep long any longer. I can't.
Why?
It just ended.
Is it because your brain is always wired to be a part of like the news cycle?
I'm constantly thinking. Like last night, I think I got an hour and a half of sleep because my mind could not. You can't really come down because for me, I'm always navigating minefields. You all know how it is, and so when you're constantly sort of being your own champion, then obviously trying to educate and inform, your mind can't shut off very well. And so I'm always battling with how to do my go to bed routine. I mean, I'll do like the bath. I'll watch some Golden Girls, but it still takes some time.
You take naps at least?
I do. No, I can
naps is what keeps me alive.
Oh my God! If you told me right now you have an hour, I'd be knocked out right now. I can do that quick.
I'm like that. So I can fall asleep immediately. Like,
yes.
And then wake back up and ready to go.
I have not seen one of those safety things on the plane in like years.
Damn, you're asleep before they even do that.
I haven't had a pretzel in a decade. No Sprite with or without ice. Doesn't matter. I can't have it. I can't help it. I do it.
How you turn it off and on with your kids though? Because like sometimes they just want mom that's just about to chill. We go to the beach, whatever.
My kids don't care at all about the work. For me, I'm very intentional because I wanted to be a mom. I really wanted to be a mother, and I wanted to be their mother in particular. And so I have to be present. And really, if you don't sort of leave work, when I'm not working, my mind might be racing, but if I'm with my babies or with my man, that's it. Like I'm with them. That's all there is to it. And so they try to come with me a lot, though. That's how I try to incorporate. My daughter comes every Friday night to the show and becomes my producer. She's 11. She's taller than me now. My son, he plays basketball, and so I'm always trying to be with him when he's on the
Your daughter's 11 and taller than you?
I'm 5'3.5".
Okay.
Daddy might be tall.
I was asking 11.
He's 5'4".
11.
Oh wow.
My nickname as a kid was Baby Huey. I'm the tallest.
It ain't even that baby girl was big.
Baby Huey. So I had to have a strong ego to counteract that because my mom is 4'11", my dad's 5'4", and they're like, "How you get so big?" And I'm like, "I'm 5'3.5". But that half
means something.
The half.
So as a former federal prosecutor, how do you balance explaining the law for everyday viewers without losing the complexity of what law is?
I think you don't understand something unless you can explain it to a child. Right? There's a phrase, and when I was in trials, and I did a lot of trials, it was never use a $20 word when a quarter word will do. Right? You want to talk to people and meet them where they are, not because they know less intellectually, or they're not as smart, but because you and I would never sit here and say the door was ajar. The door was open?
Yes.
Like, I gave chase. Did you mean you ran somewhere?
Right.
Because you want people to understand what's happening. And I think there's an elitism with vocabulary where people want to show that they're smart, to distance themselves from you, to make sure you see them above you and that they can no longer participate in the system. And the longer people feel like, well, I don't get it, so therefore I'm hands off, their reflex is, well, I don't care about that. It's rigged. It's a whole game of the system. That was the point. They want people to not participate. They want people not to understand. And we have an elitism about the law that we see right now in real terms are hurting the nation because the more people are like, politics, I don't get that. What's posse coma what? I don't get it. Never mind, whatever. Then you don't check in. And you're not actually maintaining the system, and you become a part of your own demise. And so for me, it was easy to make sure that, look, if I want to understand something, I have to really distill it down so that I can explain it in a 2-minute elevator, in a 30-second clip, down the street, wherever I am, to my kids, because they're also who's watching me. And when I was during the whole COVID, during the pandemic, I had a studio in my home. And I remember I was covering the George Floyd murder trial, which I'm clear, not the George Floyd trial. That's Derek Chauvin trial, the George Floyd murder trial. And my kids were on the floor, literally, because it was homeschool.
Yeah.
Don't get me started. They're sitting there watching me explain something. and the why. The why was always the hardest question. Like, I can explain the Constitution, I can recite the amendments, I can explain the different case law, but the hardest question to answer, especially when you have your babies looking at you, why?
You know who told me that? Larry King.
Really?
Larry King said, God bless the dead, Larry King said, he said, Charlamagne, the toughest question you can ask a person is why.
Why?
Because people really don't ever think about the why.
Right.
Usually they have their talking points or they have their things that they've been taught, but they've never actually thought about the why of something.
And it makes you think ahead in the future and explain the past simultaneously. Because the why requires you to explain the way it was, how you've let it be, and also how you could change it. Because in that 1 3-letter word, you're being challenged. It's almost like the real question is, why did you let that happen? Or why is it still that way? Or why haven't we changed it? And you have to think about all those things. And, you know, one of the things I love my job, what I'm doing, is because for me, I would have talked anyway, right? I would have tried to explain anyway. I have a real desire to democratize information because I can't stand elitism and I can't stand people feeling like they don't have a voice because someone took it away. But that why question, man, when it comes to my kids, like my son the other day asked me a question about why the National Guard was there. We were driving by. Why? And why there? I thought, this is going to take a lot to unload. But, you know, I try not to shy away from my kids when they ask a question because when they're asking it, they're ready to receive the information. Even though sometimes, you know, it breaks my heart. I think of my kids' childhood, whether this is right or wrong, you guys, I think of it like a museum, right? And there are museum floors and wings, and I'm navigating one area. I'm like, okay, it's time to go to this wing. And all of a sudden something happens, and I'm on the 3rd floor trying to explain the exhibit in front of me, trying to make sure they realize what to do or what not to do. And I'm not always prepared in those moments. And so I just try to be very confessional about what I do and do not know and try to find answers.
So what is the why to why the National Guard is there? Because I'm sure there's a letter of a law, letter of the law answer.
Yeah.
But what's the why?
Well, the why they're saying they're there is because of the crime rate in D.C. and the only way they believe they can change it is to have the presence of the National Guard to try to deter crime or to supplement what the cops are doing. What the other reason is legally is that they have the ability to do so in Washington, D.C. It's not a state. It's not a territory. And the president of the United States has a lot of power there. So much so that other governors and other states are thinking to themselves, well, how can we stop it from happening in our own states? But the reality is he has power to do so for a certain amount of time, 30 days. If there's an emergency situation, they can do it. He wants to delay it or prolong it longer than that. But the reason they're probably having it in reality is because politically it is advantageous to show that you are tough on crime. And Democrats have a very difficult road ahead trying to, on the one hand, explain the problems of a police state and the presence of the National Guard a la civil rights era with people coming into your towns, and also using data to say, no, I don't know how you feel, but here's a number. Does this number make you feel better? Here's a number, right? This is better. And they're trying to capitalize on that as Republicans.
We're still kicking it with CNN's chief legal analyst and anchor of Laura Coates Live, Laura Coates. Lauren.
When you look at trials, like you did a lot of coverage on the Diddy trial.
Yeah. So did you, sis?
Yeah. Thanks for having me. But from the beginning, right, there were times where you did make predictions or just like follow the story as it went. Was there any time where you flat out were like, this is ridiculous, they're overcharging him, and you wanted to say that but couldn't?
I did say it. And I could. But you're right to question the ability to be as vocal and as forthright, particularly in an anchor position, right? When I was just being a contributor, I had a different role, right? Because then I could be a little bit more flexible. I'm still very honest and candid, but I have to moderate a conversation where I can't answer every question that I'm asking other people. So sometimes I agree with the person who's answering it, and I don't agree with the person who's answering it. I try to say that. But one thing that was really bothering me about that trial in particular is, and you can set aside, frankly, all the backstory of violence. That's hard to even say because there's a huge backstory of violence there.
And y'all broke the video.
We broke the video, but they didn't charge that. And I think what happened in that case is it's that prosecutorial discretion that is very difficult to navigate. On the one hand, just because you can do something, should you? So one of the issues of having that case is that is that the new standard to bring RICO for that type of case? Were there other matters to bring or other cases to bring, other charges? And should we have caught it much sooner? Why wasn't the original case brought? Why were the violence cases not brought sooner? And what message does that send in the long run to victims that you try to bring in and tell them, because it's a grind, I want you to testify. It's worth it. Please, you're arguing not for yourself, but the next person down the line doesn't want to be victimized. You try to convince that person to come forward. Well, now you wonder if a very public trial and the person comes forward and tells the most intimate, horrific details of their life. How much harder is it now for the prosecutor to come back and say, no, forget what you saw. You should still go forward, because it will still matter theoretically in the end. It's just a harder case. And so even if that person doesn't want to go forward, there's a callousness you have to have that says, well, I'm not here for you. I'm thinking about the next person who does not want it to be them.
You were an assistant
U.S. attorney.
U.S. attorney. When you saw that, because remember they made a big deal about it being all white women that were prosecuting, did you feel like race played a card?
I think that race had a very big part in the assessment of this trial in the court of public opinion, because people thought, why this particular person? Is it because this is a black man who's achieved a certain level of income? Is this the harkening back to the highfalutin Negro syndrome that they would try to put on? The Mann Act use in terms of how that was looked at. Remember, that was the case involving, Jack Johnson, who was a boxer, who was convicted of it for having had the audacity to date a white woman who happened to also be a prostitute at one time and then married somebody else as well. So I wonder if that was a part of how people perceived it. But there is always going to be, with the messenger for a jury, how condescending you might appear, how judgmental you might come across. And there were certainly elements where I found myself wondering, watching the jury and watching the presentation of evidence, how did that read? For example, when someone would say something like,
he took the and rubbed it on his nipples.
Right. As an example, yes.
Out of all the things, that's
that came to mind. But or that might be a comment, and the person would say like, "Well, who would ever do that?" That's just very sort of disgusted by it. Now, you could be disgusted by it. Maybe it's your thing as well. The problem is, in this jury, they weren't asked that question. I don't know, in this jury of 12 or however many people, how many of you might get off on that, or how many of you might feel as though, well, you shouldn't be in my bedroom, so don't judge that. Why are we here about that? And so you always run the risk of coming across as, whether actually as a black prosecutor or not, as a Karen, as somebody who knows better than you and is going to elevate it to the authorities.
Wow. You think they got it right?
The jury? Based on the presentation of evidence, there was no other result. I was surprised that so many people who weren't inside the courtroom every day and weren't watching it and maybe were reading transcripts thought, there's no way he can't be convicted of RICO. And I thought, well, based on what's been presented, you are making people connect so many dots. And RICO is complex, you guys, right? You got to bridge all these gaps. And when they didn't call people like the right-hand men and women of Diddy, I wondered if the jurors thought, well, I've heard a lot about these people. Why am I not seeing any of them?
Yeah, why is it a one-man RICO?
Yeah, why is that? And the thing is, you could technically, one person for conspiracy is enough. But again, back to your question about how fairness operates and how the law, people have so many questions about how can that be and is that fair? And in a way, we all become sort of the 13th juror. And we have our minds going, all right, in the grand scheme of things, why are you so focused on this? Why this? Right or wrong, that's their question.
So what he was charged with, right? Do you think he should have got a bond? Or do you think that he should still be sitting there now? Because when they did research, they said anybody with this type of charge usually gets a slap on the wrist, community service, a weekend in jail. But it seems like for
Fed charges? I ain't never heard no community service for no Fed charge.
Well, for prostitution.
You mean to leave, pay it until you sentenced in October,
correct,
right? So normally, if it's a very violent crime, you are held until you're sentenced because the expectation is you're going to be sentenced. So why not just don't get used to being out?
But it wasn't violent,
right?
What he was charged with.
And that's important, the point you raised, because the conviction was not a crime of violence. It didn't even require coercion like, say, sex trafficking did. But because the lawyers argued as a given, yeah, he was violent. We didn't charge him with that. The judge said, well, this could qualify under the umbrella of the types of matters that are violent. By your own admission, counsel.
Even though he wasn't charged.
Even though he wasn't charged. Now, why there's a fairness issue here is because they tell the jury at the beginning, the attorney's arguments and statements, they're not evidence. You cannot consider what the attorney says, right? But the judge did. The judge considered the fact, he said, well, he was violent. Yes, that happened in the hotel lobby or the hotel hallway. That absolutely happened. But he can actually look at those things to hold the person longer. Although I do wonder if in holding him now, it makes the judge appear that much more objectively harsh. Therefore, when he sentences, if it's less than what the prosecution wants, you can't accuse him of going light and soft on Diddy, right?
What do you think he's going to get as a former federal prosecutor?
I would be surprised if it went beyond 2 or 3 years, with 1 year being credited to his time already in. The reason for that is, although you have 10 years per charge, normally you wouldn't run those consecutively, like where that's, back to back up to 20, because the nature of the crime. And because he's a first-time convicted offender in this context, sentencing guidelines have kind of a chart that says, this crime gives you this point, this other conviction gives you this point, and now I have a little category, now you're over here, and you're in this range. The judge can still say less or more, but it would be in line with other cases if it was in the lower end. The prosecution, though, they want their bone and their dogs about it, because they have to be, for the reasons of going forward and thinking, we put these resources in, we feel that he's violent and that there should have been longer and more. So they're going to go hard, but the judge, I think, will be in his right judicial mind if he's in the same range that Diddy has based on not being a prior offender.
We're still kicking it with CNN's chief legal analyst and anchor of Laura Coates Live, Laura Coates. Charlamagne?
You were a federal prosecutor in the Civil Rights Division of the U.S. Department of Justice during the Bush and Obama administration. What I wanted to ask you is, we hear people say things like Donald Trump is taking us back. He's, all these executive orders have, repealed these rights, and he's taking us back to this time. People will come up here and ask, like, what year we think we living in? I'm like, we're in 2025. But I want to ask you, simply to the people that are listening, what rights are being stripped away from us right now?
Number one, voting.
Okay.
Voting, it's almost like you think about your health. If your health fails, nothing else matters. If voting goes away, almost nothing else you want to argue about is important enough to counteract that. Because if you don't have a say, then you cannot speak later in a way that's actually going to fall on the right ears. And voting does that. And so the rolling back of rights, when I was in the Civil Rights Division, the voting section, we still had Section 5, which is the formula you use to determine whether in an area of the country that had traditionally violated civil rights laws or had skewed voting rights and laws that impacted Black people, period. There's a formula you'd use to figure out whether that person, that jurisdiction, was qualified to have to ask for permission for any change they wanted to make. When I was there, that was still there. That's gone. The formula's gone because the Supreme Court said it's outdated. We're in this sort of a post-racial world. We've had a Black president now, so the same rules don't apply. So therefore, Congress, think of a new formula. And while you take your sweet time, everything goes astray. Well, that was the entryway point of why everything else is starting to fail in terms of Section 2, which is the race-based and gerrymandering aspects of it. So that's the number one thing that people are rolling back. Voting. Number two, don't sleep on the Fourth Amendment reasonable search and seizures and stops. Anytime you hear about a police brutality case of a driver or someone in their home or wherever it is, we're talking about the Fourth Amendment. What right the officer has to stop you, question you, touch you, arrest you, all those things. The more power you give officers without having to substantiate that power based on probable cause or the Constitution, the more you live in a place where that goes away. So, for example, with the National Guard or the FBI that's present in Washington, D.C., where I am, the question is whether they're going to abide by the same principles under the Fourth Amendment. The standard right now is it's only unreasonable if a reasonable officer would feel it's unreasonable. Not whether you think it's reasonable, not whether you or you or you, whether a reasonable officer would think so, which incentivizes people to say, well, I'm not going to call out my fellow officer because it could come back to haunt me. So I'm going to have sort of a, yeah, it's reasonable, kick him in the head. I mean, I can see why that could happen. Shot him accidentally. Oh, well, I can see why that would happen. And they become the reasonable standard. So that's what the cops know. There's already that issue. Now you add the National Guard, you add in the FBI, who they don't do average traffic stops.
Yeah, they're not even equipped to do that kind of work.
And they're also not necessarily used to adhering to the same standards because the nature of their work is so much more of an emergency that they have to be a little bit more aggressive at times, they say. So now trying to balance all that out means that the more accepted it becomes that law enforcement has power, the less you have to say, wait, I have my rights. You can't do that to me. The more it becomes laughed at. So I think those are the two areas, to me, that are the most problematic.
I got the two, well, one question I could put in one. So when you didn't get Jeopardy, right, you kept your response to how you felt very diplomatic, but a lot of people feel like you weren't in the thought, even though he said you should be, because you were a black woman. Did you feel like it was a race thing? Or the reason why you weren't even considered as like in the guest hosting slot or just called in to even try out?
I thought it was bullshit that I wasn't asked to try out. I thought it was something that was the machinations behind the scenes where people decide who their heroes and celebrities ought to be, and merit didn't matter. And that's how I honestly feel about it. I feel like, so whether it was a race, I don't know as much as it was a race thing as much as it wasn't a youth thing. Now, who I am is a black woman. So if it's me, then it was that. I was always very resentful of it, and I still am, because I think it'd be much easier to have a job where the answers are already in front of me, like on Jeopardy, anything else. But as they say, everyone's journey is their journey. For me, I was honored that he was specific. He was kind when I reached out to thank him. I was grateful to have a chance to get to know him a little bit during that. But the fact that it wasn't Alex Trebek's call, who'd replace him, told me I have to examine power differently. Right? And I have to examine who really is in control very differently. And in many ways, I'm happy that it happened, because I approach all my negotiations and business dealings that if my name's on something, it belongs to me. And that includes the agency to do with it what I want. And if I had gotten it just because someone's, I think it'd be her. It's great, it'd be her. I might not have approached it the same way. And I still feel some kind of way about it.
Before he died, he had said that she's one of the people that should be considered.
Oh, dope.
But we never even got to see her be considered.
Wow. But I was told when I spoke to her, maybe I'm telling too much information, when I did try to fight for it, they said, well, maybe a particular person whose name I can't even recall, he's that irrelevant to me now.
Nah, call that out.
I honestly can't remember his name.
You don't remember?
I can't remember his name. But I remember he was like, but you know what? If you ever, you can be my assistant on a podcast.
Wow.
No, to research on a podcast. I was like, I'll be your assistant to research on a podcast. Who do you think you're talking to? Not me.
What game show did Alex see you host that he...
I hadn't. He watched me on CNN.
Wow.
And he also, I did radio. I did Sirius XM for a long time. And so he was a radio guy himself when he first started out. And so he said that he respected the work that I did and the mind, and thought it would be a beautiful match.
Wow.
That was really cool.
Did that help in how you navigated? Because people started having a conversation about you and Caitlin Collins when people felt like you were shorted in that situation with getting a full-time anchor role.
Well, I had the anchor role. You mean I didn't have the 9 o'clock hours, you mean? Okay. I think people have a tendency to always ask, and why her and not this person? And they assume that that there is beef. But I believe that I'm where I'm supposed to be in this moment. And let everyone climb the way they want to climb. Let people enjoy the fruits of their labor, because I enjoy mine. But the work is so far from being done. So I think, where I am and where I'll end up are two different things.
My last question, you're a mother, you're a wife, a former prosecutor, you on CNN. When do you have time to be this fun, ratchet Laura coach I keep hearing about? Everybody that I know that's hung out with you and kicked it with you, they see something else.
That's crazy. He got you up here to call out your red shit.
I'm just saying. Especially, I saw people come back from the vineyard and they was like, yo, Laura Coach, though?
Ratchetity is crazy.
I hope I'm the same person, but you have me talking about the Constitution here. But I make time for fun. I make time for love and joy because
I ain't even started the whole interview, but that's like,
no, what happened was, right? Ratchet. No, you know what? I got to be who I can be. And I want there to be a through line. You know, the best advice I ever got was from Steve Harvey, who said to me, you know, Laura, I am the same person no matter where you see me, period. And I hope that that's me. Just might be a little bit different outfit, different hair, different ponytail, different heel color, different lipstick, different eyeliner. But I'm the same person. It's just that I would never want to try to be who I was not, but every circumstance does not call for my ratchetness.
Word.
Some really do. And sometimes I'm like, oh, you think this is not... Oh, let me take my earrings off a second. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. I'm not the one or the two.
Laura Coates.
I love it.
Thank you, guys. Nice to talk to you.
And don't be a stranger, man. Like, pull up on us. Like, there's things that we can, talk about.
And thank you for teaching me some things.
Thank you.
I appreciate that.
Because you said something earlier. You talked about armchair attorneys, and I feel like we have a lot of those. And I don't know if people are becoming more legally literate or getting worse in understanding the Constitution and our rights. So we need people like you.
Well, I appreciate that, and I'm honored to be here, and I respect you all so much. Thank you for letting me come.
Thank you so much. Laura Coates, it's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Yes.
I like Laura Coates, man.
That's your people's.
Thoroughly.
Like that's your guy.
Yo.
First of all, you need to think about what I just said. Listen, because I said I like Laura Coates. And goes, that's your people.
No, she was talking.
I know that, but you don't listen.
No, but everybody just heard you blow your nose. Everybody's heard you blow your nose.
Gals.
All right, let's get to the latest with Laura.
Lauren be coming with straight facts.
She gets them from somebody that knows somebody.
She gets the details.
I'm the homegirl that knows a little bit about everything.
She be having the latest on you.
The latest with Loren LoRosa.
Sometimes she have facts, sometimes she have details, sometimes she have a little bit of everything.
Well, it's the latest.
On the Breakfast Club.
Talk to me.
LL Cool Bay.
Hey, good morning. So, Target CEO, his name is Brian Cornell. He is stepping down after 11 years. So this story is currently breaking. So this is in the midst of all of the, they've been reporting that sales have been dropping. And of course, they've been having a lot of backlash because they rolled back some of their DEI initiatives.
You still shop there?
I'm getting out of here.
I have shopped at Target recently. I'm sorry.
You're not sorry.
Sorry, Mom. I am.
No, you're not, because you wouldn't do it again.
This departure was widely expected, according to CNN. And CNN is also reporting that people feel like someone from outside of the company should come in and step in as a CEO because they'll have a better grasp on, just what's happening in the world and why Target is being affected by its customers and like all the things. But there is a COO. He's been at the company for 20 years. He'll be replacing Cornell on February 1st, 2026.
Do we know why he's leaving? Is it because everything that's going on? Does he have another job, or is it just his time? Do we know?
I bet you it is.
This just says that he is stepping down and that the story is still breaking and that his departure was widely expected. But I can look into it more for you.
You say, man, I ain't got time for these niggas to be boycotting outside the stores all the time, man.
And they can't even do what a lot of these companies do in situations like this. Go out and hire a minority.
But
they're gonna look
Did they try with
crazy.
Casanat? Didn't they try to hire Kai and do some things?
Not to be the CEO.
Why would they hire Casanat to be the CEO of Target?
Oh, you mean? I thought you meant hire. I thought you meant hire people to get people to change their minds.
And then when I talk to you crazy, you know what I'm saying? That's your people, y'all. That's your people, y'all. That's your people.
He is my people, Joe. So what?
Where Logan at to slam in you when you need him? Logan went back to school?
Continue on.
What else, Lord?
Logan ain't slam you enough this summer. Or maybe he slammed you too much.
How about I come over there and slam you?
I bet you won't.
He want to.
Well, yes. So that is happening, but no.
Whoa. What? Did he just come out of nowhere? Go ahead, continue.
Crazy.
God damn. He just came out of nowhere. You didn't know. So you didn't realize that you doing that little thing with your mouth was going to make him.
Go ahead. Continue, Lauren. I'm sorry. He just never stops. Go ahead. Pause. Go ahead.
Oh, my God. The bromance up here be so cute and so crazy.
No, y'all don't pay attention to detail. And be sipping his Starbucks, and then he jumps and goes, oh, then he just came out of nowhere.
It's scary. He's scrapping and scraping. He's scared.
It's actually scraping, Daddy.
Continue on, Lauren. I hate this place.
Well, in other news, speaking of bros, so Fat Joe and Jadakiss sat there on their podcast.
Love their podcast.
Joe and Jada, yes, and they had a conversation about snitches in hip hop because Fat Joe said he actually loved Gunna's album. Let's take a listen.
My thing is now you got some guys that are the hottest guys in the game, rats. Like, I get a phone call from somebody, he says, yo, man, you got to check this album out. And I get on the plane, I listen to this album. This album was so good. I was so guilty of this. I listened to this album, I said,
They knew you talking about Gunna.
Throw the flag. Because we said we wasn't mentioning names like that.
But you just said all of that and what?
All I said the album was fire. There's a million rats out
shout
there.
that you like his album.
Nah.
You just said you liked it. You just said you enjoyed it and then said nah.
No, I'm not saying that. What I am saying
You just said it.
So where is, you don't care no more in hip-hop? You can rap? No, I'm asking.
You can't rap. But
what if you do? You got the #1 album? And Gunna ain't rap. He just said the gun in the car wasn't his and there's only one other person in the car with him.
What?
You broke my heart.
It's a good album. It's a good album.
The album is good.
I mean, personally, I could care less, about Gunna being a rat or whatever they say. Like, your music is music.
Most people don't care.
It don't matter. Like, if you throwing a bop gonna bop. Okay, I could care less what he did in the courtroom. By the way, I understand the people who do care, right? But I'm just a regular consumer. I could care less.
Most of these kids don't.
Have y'all listened to Gunna's album?
No, I have not.
Oh, you should. It is great album.
I've been on that JID. I haven't got the Gunna yet.
Well, when you get there, you're gonna enjoy
Gunna's
it.
album's hard.
Yeah, he actually he just posted that he hit #1 on Billboard's R&B and hip hop, or he's #1 Billboard R&B and hip hop album. They just tweet or Instagram posted him to congratulate him. So people don't care.
That's what's
I saw that he was voted something like people's favorite or something on like a poll that Billboard has too.
He's selling out concerts, selling out shows.
The music is
hell yeah.
Is he still sounding Thug?
This is called The Last One
So
because
this
this is
is the last
reportedly the
album.
last album that he has to do under the YSL situation.
Got you.
I've been listening to JID and Marco Plus. Marco Plus got this album called Marco Plus versus the Underworld. That's very tough. Very tough.
There's so much music to catch up on you. I'm still on Clips album. I still
That's a good place to be.
Yes.
Good place to be as well.
Fat Joe and Jadakiss are hilarious though. Drop on the clues for Joe and Jada. And you know what I was saying about Joe and Jada's podcast? I actually told Joe this. Like, they're such OG veterans who had so much success in hip hop. They can say whatever they want. They have the cachet to be able to discuss hip hop any way they want to because of their status.
And they do.
And
that's exactly why you tune in. They say what they want to say.
Writers,
they platinum, they gold. They've broken other artists. Like, every single angle of the game, they have had success in. So they can talk about hip hop in any way, shape, or form. And whether you agree or disagree, you got to respect their opinion because of who they are.
100%.
They had problems with their labels. Yeah, they've been through every aspect.
Every aspect.
Absolutely.
They started
they're funny, yo. Joe, the way Joey tell a story,
the way Jadakiss just be reacting to him too. Is just, they like the perfect
But that's them.
host
That's
and
them.
co-host. I love
Like,
their
that is
dynamic.
them. Like, that's how Joe is. Like, he
is
don't be trying to be
crazy.
funny. He just funny.
Right.
And that's how Jadakiss is. Like,
because
that is them.
He be dead serious telling these stories, yo. He be sounding like he be lying, but it be real.
He was on this episode looking for turkey wings. They found, or turkey chops. They found it was a whole thing. They was looking for like this one place and they found it for him. But their episodes be all over the place, but you be so tuned in.
And I can understand why Joe would feel that way about Gunna's album because of Joe's background.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
But most of y'all ain't in the street and never been in the street, so you could it shouldn't matter whether or not Gunna
snitched or not.
Or not. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is the latest with Lauren. Charlamagne, who you giving that donkey to?
Man, 4 after the hour, man. We need to talk about why some open marriages need to stay closed. We'll discuss.
All right. We'll get to that next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Don't be a donkey, because right now you want some real donkey shit.
It's time for Donkey of the Day. So if you ever feel I need to be a donkey, man, hit me with the hero.
Did she get donkey today? Please tell me.
Absolutely.
I had become donkey of the day.
The Breakfast Club, bitch. Man, donkey of the day for Wednesday, August 20th. Let me make sure. Yes, it is Wednesday, August 20th. Donkey of the day for Wednesday, August 20th goes to a 55-year-old Georgia woman named Cheryl Cole. Now, Cheryl was convicted Monday of murder and aggravated assault in the death of her husband. Yep, old Cheryl was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole after she smoked her husband. Okay, her husband's name is Lugo III, and he was shot and killed after his wife drank 4 or 5 Angry Orchard hard ciders. I never heard of that brand until this morning. Not a good way to get introduced because I don't really drink like that anymore, but when I do, it will never be Angry Orchard hard cider. Now, Cheryl told the police she was just trying to protect herself. Told the police she thought her husband was an intruder and claimed she didn't realize she shot her husband until he reportedly said, "Cheryl, you shot me." Well, that story was a lie. Would you like to know what happened for real? Okay, let me read you the headline. Everybody pay attention. Woman shot husband dead after he wanted to add new rules to their open marriage. I repeat, woman shot husband dead after he wanted to add new rules to their open marriage. Now, that's the headline. And I know when you heard that headline, you immediately blame the man. You immediately think, look at him being greedy, already got an open marriage, but wanted more. No, it was actually her. See, investigators discovered that they was having issues in their marriage. Okay, a series of text messages they discovered showed the couple beefing over their open marriage. Cheryl Cole asked her husband for permission to see another man later that week. That's respectful in an open marriage. I would just assume those are the rules. We can see other people, but just let me know what's going on. Let's just be honest with each other. But then the husband asked her, does she also plan to see a second man the same day? To which the wife replied, LOL. The victim, Lugo, who is now dead, reportedly said her response turned his stomach. Of course it did. Okay, I mean, I know we got an open marriage, but you don't have to be a whole whore about it, okay? I mean, how much vagina do you have to give? Okay, I'm still your husband, so I need a piece. Okay, you got another dude who getting a piece, and now you handing out slices to someone else? Well, there's no pie left for me. Okay, you just out here acting like your poom poom is bottomless, like men can enjoy unlimited refills of that 55-year-old snatch. Not to mention, okay, no one woman should have all those UTIs. Yes, multiple sexual partners can increase the risk of developing urinary tract infections. And you just out here bringing that cloudy and foul-smelling urine in the house? Yes, your husband has every right to feel sick to his stomach, okay? I know we got an open marriage, but don't run out now. Okay, how many people are you going to let travel through our love tunnel? By the way, this is the plot of many a twa movie. Okay, let me tell you something. For anyone who wants to engage in having their marriage open or slightly ajar, watch a twa movie first, okay? They on Tubi, all right? Fine early 2000s viewing, and all the twa movies explored the consequences of a married couple's decision to engage in a threesome, and there was always some dangerous or nut-ass complication that would happen. Envy, you told me that your favorite episode was when the college student turned into a male prostitute and he fell in love with another male escort. And you said that episode really made you think. What did it make you think about?
Lies. I didn't say that.
I've never seen
You
that
said
one.
guys?
No, I said lies.
Oh, okay.
Lies.
Listen,
Lies.
The moral of the story is, when you're married, just leave Pandora's box and your marriage closed. What's the point of being married if you're going to leave your marriage open at all times like a Waffle House? Okay, Cheryl said she suggested they end their open marriage because it was causing issues. You think? But he reportedly wanted to keep it going with more ground rules. Yes, a 2-penis minimum. Okay, mine and your little boyfriend. Okay, but now you want us to be the locks and bring in a third member. Your vagina will not be a group project as long as we're married, ma'am. And then the police report says that Luther got even more upset when he found out his wife was talking about their issues with a friend. My God, we already got an open marriage and you telling the world how that poom poom is on a world tour? She claims she shot her husband in self-defense. She reportedly said he came storming into the room and tried dragging her out of bed. And when he left the room, she grabbed the gun, fired a warning shot, which she said made him angry before pulling the trigger the second time. She said she was just trying to hit the wall behind the TV so it would scare him off and make him leave. But she actually shot and killed him. He's dead now, okay? All because she was out there sharing her lady bitch like a buffet at Golden Corral. And by the way, even though buffets are labeled all you can eat, they will impose restrictions if your eating behavior is deemed excessive or disruptive to other customers. Cheryl, your excessive sexual behavior was disruptive to your husband. Okay, it was excessive. All right, he said something and now he's dead. And you are doing life behind bars. Let me be the first to tell you, okay? Or maybe the second after the judge. You deserve. Please give Cheryl Cole the biggest hee-haw.
Yo, that's crazy.
Insane.
You shot him and killed him.
All because he just simply didn't want you to be out there with two guys.
That had to come from somewhere else. It sounds a little deeper. You wouldn't, like, come on. We already have an open marriage. Okay,
Yes.
now I changed the rules and you shoot and kill me?
Because you being greedy, you running out. You running out.
I know greed is evil and that can lead to a lot of different crazy consequences, even murder, but
Like
come
us.
on. This
Yes.
had to be deeply rooted in other problems that they were having.
You want to play a game?
You want to play a game?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's play a game.
Let's play a game. Let's play a game of Guess What Race It Is? All right. Cheryl Cole was convicted of murder and aggravated assault in the death of her husband. She shot her husband because he wanted to change rules in their open marriage. Okay. DJ Envy,
Me first.
guess what race he is?
This is a tough one, but it's not tough, right?
Why?
Cheryl and Luther feel like black names.
Uh-huh.
But this situation seems white. I'm going whites.
Okay. Jess Hilarious. Cheryl Cole was convicted Monday of murder and aggravated assault in the death of her husband. She shot him because he wanted to change the rules of their open marriage. And please pay attention to the fact that I said she drank 4 or 5 Angry Orchard hard ciders.
Oh, wow.
Jess Hilarious, guess what race she is?
Angry Orchard, white all over it. Now, Luther might be black. They could have had... Luther might have been black. It could have been a biracial, interracial marriage, right?
Hold on. Let me pull that
Luther was
picture up.
black. Cheryl
Nah, I'm thinking
was white.
It's white all the way.
I don't think Luther was white.
White all the way.
White all the way.
White all the way?
DJ Envy and Jess Hilarious, you both are absolutely correct! Cheryl Cole and Luther are absolutely Caucasian.
Okay.
Capitol riot, white.
All right.
January 6th insurrection, white.
All right. Oh, my goodness. All right.
Dukes of Hazzard white. Both
Dukes of
of them.
Hazzard white.
Listen.
That's right. Look at them girls with the David Dukes on.
Oh, my goodness. All right. Thank you for that donkey today. Now, let's open up the phone lines. 800-585-1051. We're asking, what's the craziest thing you've been sent to HR for? Has somebody sent an HR complaint against you? Now, this story comes from this lady who sent filed the HR complaint against one of her coworkers because her coworker was getting married and she did not get invited.
Oh, please.
So what she did was saying it's an exclusive and it was creating a hostile work environment, and she went to HR. So we're asking, what's the most ridiculous reason someone reported you to HR?
I can't relate. Contrary to popular belief, I am a stellar employee.
Not yet.
What you mean not yet?
Because I'm taking you to HR soon.
I can't wait.
Oh, wait.
Boy, when I tell you the stories that I'm going to tell.
Well, you've been doing radio way too long, and you've been so reckless for almost your whole career. You've never been sent to HR. You're lying.
On the microphone is different than off the microphone.
You done flirted with me.
Even on
you
the
done touched
microphone.
me. Oh, I'm going to HR soon.
I touched you?
Yes, you have.
Where did I touch you?
You can't send somebody to
You want
HR
me to hold the
because
doll
you
up?
gay and he gay too.
Let me hold this little yellow Ernie doll up and you tell me where Bert touched you.
You know what? 800-585-1051. We're talking HR complaints. Call us now. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Pull out your phone. Call in right now.
Call me.
Add your opinion to the Breakfast Club topic. Break it down. 800-585-1051. The Breakfast Club.
Steady calling my phone.
It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with the Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you're just joining us, we're asking, have you ever had a HR complaint filed against you? Now, this story comes from a woman who didn't invite a coworker to her wedding, so her coworker said that she was being exclusive and creating a hostile work environment for not inviting her. So
That
we're
is
asking,
very petty, by the way.
800-585-1051. Have you ever been filed a complaint at HR?
No, I've never been sent to HR. I
You never had a real job, though.
Wow.
What?
Hold on, this time
Wow.
I definitely
Is this
did
your first
real
real corporate
job.
job?
Wow.
No, this is my first real corporate
Exactly.
job. But don't play with me like that. Actually, this a corporate job?
Yes, this is a corporate job.
Didn't know that.
You worked at
Okay.
fast food before, though.
Yes, I worked in fast
Did
food.
they have
but
HR
I
department
also-
in fast food spots?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Because I worked at one of the biggest McDonald's.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and I got 5 for stealing. Don't quote me on that. But no, seriously, I've never been sent to HR, and I never sent nobody to HR. Right? There are times that I feel like I probably should have ended up at HR, but I
agree.
didn't. What?
Huh?
Yeah.
What about you, Charlamagne?
If I was to go, all of us was going. Didn't care.
No, I've never been since
I feel like he's lying.
We got written up once because
got written up.
It was all envy.
Because of envy.
I promise you, it was all envy.
It was my fault.
What you do?
It's when we first started at Breakfast Club, way back in the day, 2010, 2011. Salute to our guy Cadillac Jack. He was the program director here at the time. And Envy told us that we could go to lunch and we didn't have to be to the meeting on time because we the Breakfast Club. And we ate lunch, walked into the meeting like 20, 30 minutes later, and what did you say when we walked in the meeting?
The party don't start till we walk in.
Oh, wow.
He thought he was hosting a party. He thought he was DJ. He literally walked in and said, the party don't start till we walk in. Really?
So y'all always did what y'all wanted up here?
No, that's not true.
We got written up that day.
He definitely got written up.
Crazy.
All right, well, let's go to the phone line. We got Ace on the line. Ace, good morning.
Good morning, man.
Ace, what you got written up for?
Yo, I got written up because I drew this picture of this fat dude that I used to work with, but it wasn't like no crazy disrespectful picture.
That is kind of crazy.
It was a fat stick figure, bro.
Hilarious.
How do you draw a fat stick figure?
Yeah, but that's what made it funny. Like
hilarious.
A fat stick figure, but
hilarious.
The weird part is he made copies of it and then passed it around to everybody in the plant so I could get fired.
Did everybody laugh?
Did you get fired?
Yo, listen, the HR lady, my boss, the actual supervisor, everybody thought this was hilarious, but it was just like, yo, like I couldn't believe. So it was funny, but it wasn't supposed to be no. All right, well, let me get this dude fired. Like I drew it, but listen, gave it to him.
Tell me some of the nicknames y'all have for him. I know y'all have some fire nicknames for him.
He got the best ones. They call those the Hoka sneakers.
Yes.
What?
Yes, the Hokas.
Hoka.
Mm-hmm.
Let me look them up. What about them?
Nice. They good for your feet.
Yo, they're like orthopedic.
Oh, the shoes.
Yeah.
The running shoes.
Yeah, the Hoka
you see the running shoes?
Yes.
I'm looking at them now.
The Hoka shoes.
But I think that's what made him upset because I drew the Hoka sneakers on the stick.
Yo, what job do you have where you can sit there and draw all day? What kind of job is this? Where you work, bro?
Yo.
Hilarious.
I ain't about to do that. I don't even work there no more.
So say
Damn, so you did get fired.
Huh?
Stop pressuring the young man.
All right.
Yo, real quick, how did you make the stick figure fat? Like, did you bold the sticks?
What you
like,
mean?
how
You
did
just draw a big ass circle? Oh, I'm gonna draw somebody in here right now. Give me a pen. And I bet y'all know who I'm drawing.
No. And I'm looking for a pen talking about no.
Who's this?
This Janice.
Hey, Janice. Good morning. What did you get to? What did they file a complaint against you at HR for?
Little Duval got me in trouble.
What happened?
Oh, man.
Tell us more.
No, I'm a network marketer. Shout out to you, Envy, because I always do your car show to help the wellness business.
Okay.
Walked across the stage that weekend, got me a $100,000 ring for hitting a goal. Got back Monday morning, pulled up in the rental. Little Duval was playing Smile Chick, Smile Chick. I had issues with her. She thought I was calling her the B word. I went from a happiness to HR.
So you were singing Smile, bitch. Smile, bitch. They thought they were talking about somebody else. Damn it. Thank you, Janice.
Oh my God.
Damn.
Yo, but see, that's whoever she was talking to was culturally clueless.
Correct.
Culturally incompetent. Because she should have known that was a song. But even if that was a song, you still could have been using that song to taunt her.
Well, smile, bitch.
Yes.
Smile.
You could have been.
Yeah, but come on, not HR. She ain't the one singing it. She just put it on.
If you're just joining us, we open up the phone lines 800-585-1051. We're asking, have you ever got an HR complaint? Now, this comes from a lady who was getting married. She didn't invite her coworker, and her coworker went to HR, said it was being exclusive and creating a hostile environment.
No, we're not talking about that enough. That is very petty.
Yeah,
That is
that's
petty.
actually stupid.
That's silly.
I've never heard of that.
It's a wedding. Like, it's my personal wedding.
Yeah.
I don't have to invite none of my employees to the wedding.
But you see how personal that coworkers be getting? Because, like, how did you feel away that, remember, some people up here was upset that they didn't get invited to my baby shower.
Who?
Some of those people are not here anymore. But I'm just saying, they got upset that they weren't invited to my baby shower. And I'm like, damn, I mean, we're cool. But that's like a little too personal for me.
Yeah.
I got family members that wasn't even invited to my baby shower.
Dang.
So I just think that's an issue. Like, you took that person to HR.
HR shouldn't have been able to file that. That sounds crazy.
Yeah.
Hello, who's this?
This is Daryl from Detroit.
Daryl from Detroit. What up, though?
What up, though? What up, Envy? What up, Charlamagne? Jess?
What's up, baby?
What they file a complaint against you for?
All right, so it was actually a valid reason. I was asleep on a job at a kids detention center, but it's third shift and everybody takes a nap on third shift.
That's an unwritten rule.
Damn.
Right. Only problem was I got into it with the supervisor's cousin, and the next week they like, we got you on camera sleep. Like even the supervisor's cousin, he was sleeping on the controllable. People can't even get to the building because he sleep. Supervisor tell him knock, hit him, wake him up and stuff. Like, come on, man, we gotta, stay woke a little bit.
Well, you know what you're supposed to do
and this was a regular thing.
In a situation like that. You're supposed to be like G Money and blow the whole joint. So if they taking you down, everybody got to go down.
Yeah.
You got to tell on everybody that was sleeping.
Charlamagne, everybody got sent to a different shift. I promise you.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
What juvie center is this?
One other thing, Charlamagne. One other thing. I think you and I might actually be related. My grandmother was Alice Lucille McKelvey, born in Seneca, South Carolina.
Oh, wow.
But that's your grandmother, Charlotte?
Have a conversation with you.
That's not my grandmother, but my last name is McKelvey.
No.
I mean, like, might be a great aunt or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna put you on hold because he might have some money for you.
You should go down to the International African American Museum in Charleston, South Carolina. You can go down there and look at your whole genealogy. They have a activation where you can go look at your whole genealogy and trace back basically your whole family tree.
Hello, who's this?
This is H-Town Diva Comedy.
Hey, H-Town Diva Comedy. What you got sent to HR for?
Okay, so I worked at a hospital. I used to be an administrative assistant at a very prestigious hospital. And so the doctors was moving to a different side of the hospital, and all of the clinical assistants had to move their desk. Unbeknownst to me, one of the nurses admin, she didn't want to move her desk. So she went to HR before I even knew it. I never had a conversation with her or anything. We never got into it. She went to HR and told them that I threatened her, gave her the middle finger and was like, F her, I ain't got time for this, you gonna move your desk. And then I told her that I'm gonna come back and shoot her just for a desk. HR called me to the office and they had both departments sitting there and they were like, yeah, we're here because of your actions towards another admin. And because I have a big personality, it's real easy to think that I said I'll shoot bitch, but that ain't true.
That ain't got nothing to do with a big personality. Don't blame that on a big personality. Okay, that's just being violent.
But I wasn't. I didn't even know we had beef. And so because of that, they were like, I busted out laughing when I figured out what I was there for. And they just said, well, we're just going to keep this on record just in case y'all ever get into it in the future. But she lied. We never even had a conversation.
Can I ask you a question?
She was going to shoot them. Like,
what did she tell the truth about? Be honest now.
She said you got nothing.
You did give it a middle finger. You gave it a middle finger.
I did not give her the middle. I didn't even talk to the girl like she was a weirdo. We didn't even have any problem.
So she just made up the whole story?
The whole story.
She made up the whole story because she didn't want to move her desk. It wasn't a big deal to be honest. I didn't want to be by the doctor because I used to come to work late all the time.
Well, thank you, Mama. The crazy thing about it is we've been doing radio for a long time.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if we went to HR for some of the things that happened to us early on in our career?
By the way, first of all, I'm going to tell you what I say behind the scenes all the time. The reason I am the way I am, because if I ever get written up to HR, I want it to be funny. I want y'all to read what he said and what he did and die laughing. Okay? I can't wait for MB to report me.
I'm going to report you.
He has so many things to report about you, though.
I'm just making a file. I'm just going to just...
If you thought Diddy freak off trial was funny, let me...
Oh, my God.
I'll be in the bathroom using the urinal. He be whispering behind me like, I cannot wait.
How the hell does he get behind you in the OR? I'm thinking about
our urinal's open.
That never happened.
Yeah.
That never happened.
That's all right.
You know what I like to do, though? Sometimes when me and him be in the bathroom, if somebody else be like in a stall, he'll walk in and he'll be like, there you go. And I won't say nothing. So the person in the stall thing, he talking to him.
You know what? I moving so weird.
The wildest thing I saw in the bathroom, though, I walked in one time, man, and this dude was doing the number 2. He just yelled out Envy's name.
No.
For no reason. And he said Rashawn.
No, he's lying.
Yeah, he's really lying. Nobody would call him Rashawn.
He was just sitting there going crazy on the toilet, and he just goes, Rashawn, and I didn't say nothing.
He's lying. All right. We got the latest with Loren coming up, so don't go anywhere. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Hey, I just just want everybody to know that Loren LoRosa just told us that she's on a 30-day alcohol fast.
She did.
It's a spiritual
so
one,
she
too.
won't be drinking. She said she started on Sunday.
Correct.
So anybody, if you ever see her out in the next 30 days with any type of alcohol, please record it and send to me the same way y'all do when y'all see her out with a guy.
I already know it's a lie.
Out with my man.
It's a lie.
I have 2 different videos.
My man.
Shut up.
One, please don't play. Okay?
Oh, you are
talking
talking
about my
about
spiritual
sabotage
fast for my
relationship.
man. Can we please get into
What
the
you mean, don't
latest?
play?
All right.
Thank you.
We are the Breakfast Club. Let's go. What do you mean? She gets it from somebody that knows somebody.
She gets the details.
I'm the homegirl that knows a little bit about everything.
She be having the latest on you.
The latest with Loren LoRosa.
Sometimes she have facts, sometimes she have details, sometimes she have a little bit of everything.
What was the latest?
On the Breakfast Club.
Talk to me. Talk to me.
Well, guys, Life Jennings has released a song in response to Money Long.
Are you sure this is Life?
It is Life
You
Jennings.
sure it's Life and not Jaheim?
It is Life
Are
Jennings.
you positive?
I am so
Okay,
positive.
just making sure.
Is it a diss record?
I don't know if it's a diss. I
It's
feel like
R&B. It ain't no rap, is it?
Let's take a listen to it and I'll explain the background. Let's take a listen to Life Jennings' song.
It's this hating ass again. The smell of your trauma. It's all over your Prada. Okay. Your shoes Balenciaga. But your spirit's different than it I think I'm due a little respect. And then they slip when we hear that you forget.
Hey, yo.
Twin, where have you been? Nobody knows you like I do. You so like when you tap into you. I can't deny it. I'm never trying. You apologize. You lying.
Drama includes Bound for Life.
Listen, he still sound good, but I can't make out none of the lyrics.
Did he say the smell of your trauma? That's what it sounded like he said in the
He
beginning.
might have. I know. He might have. I did hear her say something about. He said something about a pin.
Telling somebody that trauma has an odor is hilarious.
Crazy.
I did hear smell.
Stop.
Yeah, well, so Money Long had commented back on the Breakfast Club Instagram, because remember we were saying she didn't put LOL or nothing, so we didn't know she was playing. So she said that they just said on Threads and TikTok that millennials need to stop putting LOL at the end of every sentence. We can't win. Then she went over to the Shade Room and she commented on the Shade Room and she apologized. She said, hey man, if I hurt your feelings, that's valid. I can take that and apologize. Definitely didn't mean it as a joke or no disrespect. This is getting blown way out of proportion, which is what I said to you in my direct message. I can't tell you how I feel at all. Again, no disrespect. I apologize. I'm done with it now. I've addressed it. You directly and publicly. Have a nice day. So he reposted a comment of hers where she commented and said, you wasn't hating, don't lie. And he said, so you leave this message doubling down on your post after you said it was a joke. Calling a grown man a hating ass N-word is wild work, even as a joke. I've never been that man, but what I've been is humble enough to hold on to high regard for those who've come before me and celebrate them. Good news is you came a long way. Bad news is you came the wrong way. J. Cole, I'm about to show you what I mean. And then he said,
J. Cole.
That was a J. Cole a reference, that one line. Then he says, I'm gonna just let my pen talk. I got a jokey joke too. So then he dropped that song.
Although when she was in his comments or whatever, right, she did leave an emoji, like a laughing emoji. So we told her that she should start laughing and all, and she did. And he posted that, but like she was playing. I don't think she doubled down on the serious comment, which she said she was also playing about. But she did. She kind of tried to lighten the mood up, and he had already recorded that.
in a studio.
I just like when artists reply with music. I don't need all them tweets and social media posts.
Yeah.
I like the fact that Life came with some record.
Came
with
a
record.
I can't wait till we can actually hear the actual words. Of
Where'd you get that version from?
It was posted on his Instagram.
Okay.
I just need to know if he said the smell of your trauma.
Studio.
That's all you want.
Tell somebody they trauma stank.
Shut up.
Well,
but some people just don't play like that, because that's what it was. Just going through the whole moral of the story. Everybody don't play like that, because he's a grown man. He's a grown ass man. He said, "Man, I only like what you said. Like that's wild work. Everybody don't play like that." So
well, in other back and forths, this interview was actually posted to Fox 5 Atlanta a few days ago. But when I discovered it, no one had picked it up. So I wanted to make sure we talked about this, because we've been talking a lot about Layla Ali and Clarissa Shields.
Yep.
So Layla Ali was talking to Fox 5 Atlanta about her new cooking show, and then they asked her about what's going on with her and Clarissa. Let's talk to Layla. Let's listen to Layla Ali on fighting Clarissa Shields.
Is there any chance you would be back in the ring addressing some of this with Clarissa Shields?
So, please don't say her name, because when you do, she just pops up. She just pops up. No.
Like Candyman.
It's actually a funny question, and it all came about because I said on one of the biggest nights on Netflix, we had a women's boxing historic event, and I co-hosted, and I said that if someone offered me $15 to $20 million, I would think about it.
Right.
And then, of course, the person that you mentioned just inserted herself into the conversation. And right now, I'm so focused on this and everything that I'm doing. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I got a lot going on. But the world will know my answer to whether or not, where I stand with boxing very soon.
Oh, so she hasn't completely shut the door on it.
No, she has not.
Altogether.
No, she has not. Now, there's one other clip because we were talking about the age thing, and they asked her specifically about, the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight and how that can, like, the parallel between it. Let's take a listen to that one.
I think what's amazing is, and why I even said I would think about it, is because there isn't any other woman. I've been out of the ring almost 20 years, and all I had to do was say, I'll think.
Right.
And I'm actually getting multi-million-dollar offers, right? 15 million and up. So I was like, wow, imagine if I came back to boxing, how I could break that ceiling for women and raise the bar for them yet again, just like I did the first time I was boxing. Because there's not going to be, anytime soon, another woman that can even ask for that type of money and actually receive it, and get multiple offers. So when you talk about legacy, that could definitely be a part of my legacy. But then again, there's so much I'd have to consider, right, to prepare for something like that.
So she seemed like she's thinking about it.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep. And a lot of people thought that she was not, or she was not trying to have this fight. She's thinking about it.
Well, we know what needs to happen next. Clarissa Shields freestyle over cannabis, second round knockout. Written by Papoose. Calling Layla Ali out. Let's go.
It seems like they're doing the same thing though, right? Because according to The Fire Inside, which is Clarissa Shields' movie, she had did something as well, right? Like for women, try to set a precedent that women gets more money.
A certain amount of money.
Like a certain amount of money, right? To go fight, to do these big fights like that. So, I mean, they all in all doing the same thing, want the same thing for women's boxing. I think it's good for the sport. And I would like to see that fight.
I'm going there. I'm going to that one.
All right. Well, that is the latest with Loren.
Before y'all get out of here, I want to thank the Breakfast Club listeners for going to messyvisioneyewear.com and helping me sell out a lot of my collections. The ones that I'm wearing right now, the shades, which are blue light, and you can also put your prescription in them. I'm not going to do that because I don't want to be sued. So you can take your glasses to your nearest optical center, your eye doctor, and get your prescription put in your glasses. And you can also get 20% off of every pair of glasses that you buy if you use the promo code WAKE, WAKE. So thank y'all, Breakfast Club listeners. I love you. And help me sell these out too. These called the OMG Purples, and I know y'all like them.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, definitely get your sunglasses, and they're not that expensive, so don't think they're a couple $100. They are not. They are affordable.
Yes.
Now the People's Choice Mix is up next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club, so we got to salute Laura Coates for joining us this morning.
Man, salute to Laura Coates. If you don't watch Laura Coates live on CNN at 11 p.m., you need to every night. And I just like hearing Laura talk. Like that's Laura, right. She has a lot to offer because she's a former prosecutor, and she can break legal things down in a very simple way.
Yeah, simplistic way. Yep.
Salute to Laura.
I like her. She taught me a few things. So I love when women can educate other women.
That's right. And we got a salute to Golden Corral.
Yes.
Come on now.
In the Bronx, East Tremont Avenue in the Bronx. They came. They supplied food today. Not only did they supply food, they had an omelet station where they can actually cook the omelets. They bought some frozen drinks. So they had a full spread.
I always tell y'all that the craziest people in America come from the Bronx and all of Florida.
Yes.
Is that true?
Sometimes.
Okay. Well, tell them who we talking to.
Narupa. So we're family owned and operated. I'm the big sister. I have my little sisters here and my brother here.
Love it.
What's their names?
Nadia, Dave, and Priya.
So why they did that to you, Narupa? What's that mean? I'm just playing.
I don't know. My mom was a teacher.
Oh, okay.
We're from Guyana originally. My parents were. Nice. And that was her favorite student.
Okay.
So
what did your mom teach? My mom was an English teacher.
She was preschool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. And how did y'all decide to start opening up Golden Corrals?
So we come from the restaurant industry. We grew up in the industry. Our dad was with Sizzlers since the 70s.
Wow.
So this is it's in our blood.
Gotcha.
Now tell the truth. Those rolls are yeast, right?
Yes.
And y'all give those to people so when people put their yeast, eat the yeast roll and then drink a little bit, it expands in their stomach so they don't eat so much. That's always been a rumor.
If it's a buffet, why would they do that?
They don't want you to eat everything.
She said false.
That's not true.
It has yeast in it, though. But we make thousands of those rolls from scratch every week. We have a full bakery. Our biscuits are made from scratch.
Wow.
We brought you a good sampling of what Golden Corral has to offer for our breakfast buffet. We know you're a fan, Charlamagne.
I love Golden Corral.
So we hope you guys enjoy. We also have one of the first Golden Corrals to have alcohol in the country. So we have frozen drinks, we have mimosas, we have sangria.
So it gets turned up in the Bronx.
Yeah, that's right.
So listen,
I want to ask: is there a limit to the amount somebody can actually eat? So like,
no, there isn't. It's an all-you-can-eat buffet, but we do have a time limit of an hour and a half.
So they got to eat that in an hour and a half.
Yeah, but we only enforce that when we are at peak times. We have 279 seats. We can accommodate large parties, but compared to other Golden Corrals, we're on the smaller side. So that's why we enforce that policy.
Have you ever seen like a really big person walk in and all of y'all go, oh my God.
No.
Do y'all do to-go boxes?
We do. It's a separate charge. It's a separate charge. It's weighed by the pound for anything you take to go.
Weighed by the pound.
So to dine in for breakfast and lunch, it's $13.99 per person. For dinner, it's only $20.99 per person. We're really known for our dinner buffet. You have steaks cooked to order. We have right now a wing promotion. All you can eat wings.
Girl, the flats?
With wings.
It's party wings or it's like the whole wings?
We have both. We know you like the whole wings, right?
Yes, I like I like flats too. The party
we
wings
have
like
that.
Flats.
It really is the best value in New York City.
I think Golden Corral is the best buffet in the country. I'm not saying that because y'all hear me talk about it all the time.
I agree.
Because I grew up on Ryan's, but then we started eating that Golden Corral. I'm like, Golden Corral shuts Ryan's down.
Charlamagne's been riding with us since day one.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yep.
That's dope.
All right, well, thank you for joining us. You can definitely check him out at Tremont Avenue in the Bronx. Now, Charlamagne, you got a positive note?
Hold on, he whispered another shout out. What was it?
Follow us at Bronx Golden Corral on Instagram.
Yep. I actually just tagged y'all in something.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. And mind you, their banana pudding, crazy. The honey chicken wings, even crazier.
Let me ask you a question. We're supposed to be going to the gym today. You ate all that before we go to the gym?
Well, that's why I do that, Envy. So I can burn the calories. I don't have nothing to burn if I go. See, that's what the yeast rolls do.
So I do have some passes for you guys to come try us out with your family. I'm going to leave them right here for you.
She gave me 2. She don't know I got 6 kids, but that's all right.
You got 6 kids?
No, so here's my cell phone number. Bring your full family.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
Thank you very much.
Queens, we coming, Queens. You got a positive note, sir?
Yes, great works are performed not by strength, but by perseverance. Okay? Have a great day.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?